All right, guys, so today is Friday, so we get through this video, get through your schoolwork, and you're going to have a great weekend, all right? Again, I'm Miss Mosley. Our daily learning objective for today is, today I will be able to identify the initial sound in a CVC word. We've been doing this all week, right? Today I will be able to identify the initial sound in a CVC word. I hope you read that with me. I'm sorry, I was supposed to ask you, read it with me. So, what are we doing today? We're looking for the first sound, the onset sound, the first sound that comes out of your mouth when you say a CVC word. Okay, so I have a few here that I'm going to show you. But before we do, we always go over some of our phonemic awareness skills because we want to review as much as we can, right? So I'm going to show you some words that rhyme. Cub, tub. If you look at the words, I like these because they have k, ub, t, ub. You can see that they end in the same two letters, just like I showed you yesterday with the little strip. This is just has the picture and the words written on the bottom. K, ub, t, ub. They rhyme. And if you look closely, the only thing that changes is that initial sound, the onset sound, right? K, ub, t, ub. I don't have another hand. K, ub, t, ub. The onset, the very first sound is the only one that changes. And in this case, these two rhyme. If we look at these two right here, we have n, ap, nap, ap, map. They rhyme. Look at the letters on the end. Look at the rhyme. They have the same two letters. N, ap, ap. The only thing that changes is that onset, the very first sound you say when you say the word. The next one is going to be ot, k-ot, pot, cot. Do they rhyme? Yes, they do. So again, the only thing that changes is that very first sound when you say the word. P-ot. The onset is p, p, p. K-ot. The onset is k, k, k. The rhyme is ot. That stays the same. And one more for this one. We have f, and, k, and. Fan, can. And the onset is k, and. The onset is k, k, k. The onset is, again, the very first letter, the very first sound that you say when you say the word. That's why we use our thumb. The rhyme is the last part of the word. That, in this case, changes. But if I were to grab two different ones, we can see that it's not always the same. And what's the onset? K-ot, cot, k-k-k-ot, k-k-k is the beginning one on this case, all right? So they don't always have the same rhyme, but the ones that I was showing you did, just because I had words that rhyme together. So now that I showed you those, I also want you to practice some of the ones that they showed us in the book. So it would be, so you can see different ones from CVC words. And, hand, hand, and. The onset is, okay? Many, repeat, many. Any. The onset, the very first sound is Say page, page. P-H. The very first sound is p, p, p. Okay. Next one is tape, tape. T, t, ape, t, ape. What's the onset? T, t, t. Good. Next one is Nice. Repeat. Nice. Ice. The onset is So make sure you guys are aware of that. That's what we're looking for this entire week. What's the first sound? Like Wednesday that I haven't erased, even though today is Friday. What is the first sound in Wednesday? Okay? So for this last part, now that we focused on that, I want you guys to remember, we're going to do this one more time, and next week it's going to be something a little different. To remember the two separate words, they can be on their own, and when we combine them, we make a word. Highway, repeat. High, make sure there's pause. Way. What's the word? Highway. Next one is zoo keeper. Repeat. Zoo keeper. What's the word? Zookeeper. The last one that we're going to do is inside. Let's repeat it. Inside. What's the word? Inside. And just for fun, let's do one more. Remember, on their own, they're their own separate words. Shell. Shell. What's the word? Seashell. So just remember that this week we are focusing on CVC words. Consonant, vowel, consonant. And how we listen to that very first sound. That is the onset. That's what it's called. For map, it's app. What's that first sound? All right, so once you guys finish this video, go ahead and do on your schoolwork. And remember, it's Friday, and have a great weekend.